Thank you all for being here today. This week, we're focusing on the gems of the sutras that sage Patanjali teaches us. I use a reference of this book, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. This is written by Swami Satchidananda. A wonderful way to help us understand how to find that peace and joy in our life. These sutras, as Vivekji had mentioned, an aphorism, short little statements of truth. 196 aphorisms that are shared by sage Patanjali. The first day was the first sutra, Atha Yoga Anushasanam. When do we start to practice? Sage Patanjali says, now. We began the practice of yoga now. Whenever now is, hopefully in the present, in the moment. No need to wait, no need to delay. Atha Yoga Anushasanam. The second sutra, what is yoga? Why do we practice yoga? Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodhaya. We practice yoga to help eliminate the fluctuations of the mind, to help us still the mind, restrain the thoughts, to find peace within. Yoga Chitti Vritti Nirodhaya was the second sutra. Yesterday, how do we practice yoga? And sage Patanjali teaches one tool to practice, Sthira Sukha Asanam. In our seated posture, we find strength, stability. We find ease and comfort. Balancing these two factors, Sthira, strength, stability, steadiness. Sukha, and as we put that effort in, to hold steady, we find ease. When we let go of trying so hard, we allow the body, the mind, to come into an easeful Sukha experience. Today, how do we cultivate a positive experience? Sage Patanjali teaches us in the second book of the Sutras, Vitarka Badane Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Let this sutra run through your mind today as we practice. Vitarka Badane Pratipaksha Bhavanam. When any negative thoughts arise in the mind, cultivate and think of the opposite thoughts. Think of something positive. When you think, I can't do this, this is difficult, think of, I can do this. There is a solution. We'll find a way. Cultivating positive thoughts when any negative thoughts arise. Taking the opposite way of thinking. The half glass full or the half glass empty idea. Stay positive. Let those negative emotions be removed by thinking of what can bring us more joy and happiness. Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Keep repeating that in your mind today as we practice. And to practice this is to take a new perspective, to come into a position you're out of your comfort zone sometimes. So after we do the opening, we'll come down onto our back. We'll do more inversion postures today. Gyan Mudra with your hands, sitting nice and tall. Sukhasana, be at ease. Take a moment to mentally scan the body. Allow the body to be relaxed. Breathing into the legs. Breathing into your arms. Take a breath, relaxing the back body. And a breath to relax the front body. Deep in your inhale, feel expansion in the chest. Lengthen your exhale, pushing all the air from the back of the throat, hollowing out the belly. Again, inhale, expansion, fullness. Exhale, relaxing, releasing any tensions. Vitarka Badane Pratipaksha Bhavanam. When negative thoughts arise, cultivate, remove these thoughts by replacing them with the opposite, positive thoughts. Filling the body with fresh energy, oxygen. And as you exhale, releasing toxins, carbon dioxide. Stay in tune with your breath, observing the flow of air in and out. We begin to relax the breath now. Come to your natural breathing pattern. Let's chant 3 ohms together. Deep breath in. Om. 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 A mantra to sage Patanjali. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarotam pravaram muninam Patanjalim pranjali pranatosmi. We salute sage Patanjali, who gives us the science of yoga to purify our minds, to purify our body. He gives us the grammar to use the words wisely. He gives us a science of medicine through Ayurveda to remove the impurities of the body. Let us bow down and offer our salutations to the great sage Patanjali. And today we're reminded of this great sutra that helps us to cultivate positivity in our life. Vitarka Badane Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Come down onto your back. And lying down on your back, on your mat. Stretch your legs out, your arms resting by your side. And then you can open the arms to the side. Keep your feet together and lift your legs up to the sky. Push your heels up, your toes pointing towards you. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Viparita Karini. This posture with our legs lifted is taking a new perspective. Whenever we think things are going disarray, out of our control, find a new way to look at things, a new perspective. Cultivate positivity. Push your heels up. If you need to support the back of your knees, bring your hands behind your knees, hold them up. Or you can even go against the wall, keep your feet up. This is a wonderful practice for good circulation in the body, allowing for that blood flow from the lower extremities to the higher extremities. Take your arms back alongside your ears. Push your heels up. Keep them here for just a little bit longer. Let's say 5 breaths. You can move your arms up and down. Just exercise your arms while you keep your legs lifted. Breathe in 1. Breathe out. Breathe in 2. Breathe out. Breathe in 3. Breathe out. Breathe in 4. Breathe out. Breathe in 5. Breathe out. Now relax your knees, soften them. Bring your hands to your knees and open your knees up wide. Feel that stretch in the inner thighs, the hip crevice. And now stretch your legs out into a V. So your heels are pointing away, your toes are pointing towards you. Your hands can be inside your legs, inside the knees, so you can open up a little wider. And again, you can take yourself against the wall, push your hips against the wall and open up wide if you'd like. Pull the legs closer to your body. And now stretch your arms back. 5 breaths here. Breathe in 1. Breathe out. Breathe in 2. Breathe out. Breathe in 3. Breathe out. Breathe in 4. Breathe out. Try to keep your knees straight. Last one. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs, and then relax. Now bring the soles of your feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Press your heels together, your toes together. And see if you can open up the knees a little bit wider. Lift your feet up a little higher. Observe the sensation in the thighs, the quadricep muscles. Observe the sensation in the calf muscles. Lift up higher, lower them. Inhale, lift the legs up, lower them. 3, lift, lower. Try to keep your feet as if they're clapping together. Your toes pressing against each other, your heels pressing against each other. Lift up one more time, and then relax. Push your knees out. And then slowly bring the knees together. Pedal out your legs. As if you're riding a bicycle. Good. Enjoy that easeful movement, relaxing any tension in the knees and the hips. Pedal a little faster. Good. And then slow it down. Stretch your leg, bend the other leg. And now relax. Do the other way. Reverse the movement. Backwards, pedal. Go slow and steady. And then a little faster. Feel your thigh pressing against the belly, massaging the internal organs. Good, quick movements. And then slow it down. Straightening, bending, straightening, bending. And then relax. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring your forehead towards your knee. Bring yourself into a tight ball. Bhavana Mukta Asana. Feel your thigh and your belly pressing close together. Stimulates the digestive juices. Good for digestion in the body. Bring yourself forward. And then relax the head and the neck. Now bring your hands behind your knees. We're going to rock and roll up and down a few times. Go ahead and just massage the back. Go forward and backward. A couple more times. From the tailbone to the head. And then finally cross your ankles, come to Sukhasana. Sit up. Stretch your hands out in front of you. Fingers open them wide. Curl them. Squeeze them into a fist. Rotate your wrists. Sit up nice and tall. Rotate the other direction. And then open the fingers wide. Keep them spaced out. Press your hands down onto the mat. Come onto your knees, tabletop. And press into the feet as you lift your hips up. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. This is a posture also we consider as an inversion. Inversion postures allow the hips to be higher than the heart higher than the head. Good for blood flow towards the crown of the head. Helps relax the heart muscle. Helps bring energy to the mind. Shake your head, yes. Release any tension in the neck. Shake it, no. And then relax your head. Let it be still. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now let your knees down for a moment. A preparation for a headstand, which is the ultimate posture in yoga, is Shirsasana. When we think of this sutra, Pratipaksha Bhavanam, We think of getting over anything negative, any fears, any disturbances of the mind. Cultivate something positive, a can-do idea. Interlace your fingers here. Shishulasana is the dolphin pose, which is a preparation for headstand. So we come into it, it looks similar to downward facing dog, except the crown of the head is on the ground. Open your elbows wide, place your head on the ground. Your hands supporting the back of your head. Keep your knees close together, press into your toes, lift your hips up. Walk your feet forward 1 step or 2 steps so that the back becomes almost perpendicular to the ground. Shishulasana is a dolphin pose. Observe the sensation here. You can just stay right here. You're receiving all the benefits of this posture. Blood flow from the hips to the heart, heart to the head. Stay one more breath here. Push your hips up a little higher. Feel the sensation on the crown of your head. And then whenever you're ready, take your feet back, let your knees down, and relax. Balasana. Whenever we do an inversion, our counter pose is child's pose, to relax. We'll do this one more time. Shishulasana. Interlace your fingers. Place the hands, the back of the head. The crown of the head is on the ground. Elbows open wide, your forearms supporting you. Press into your toes. And lift the knees up. Walk the feet forward. The hips are lifted. If you want, you can try lifting up one leg at a time. Really feeling that inversion posture. Hold for a couple of breaths. And then switch. Left leg lifted up. And just notice the sensations as you lift your legs up, releasing any blockages, any clotting in the legs. Good for allowing the gravitational force to pull the blood in the opposite direction. Couple more times, lifting up each leg in Shishulasana. And then whenever you're ready, bring yourself back down. Balasana. Relax. Bring your arms by your side and hold here for a moment, resting. Forehead on the mat. From the forehead, roll to the crown of the head, massaging any tension in the head. Shashangasana. And then stay here in rabbit pose, just for a couple of breaths, releasing any tension on the neck. Bring your hands out in front of you one more time, interlace your fingers, and place your hand on the back of your neck. We come up slowly. Your hands supporting the back of your neck. Lift yourself up. Look out in front of you. Tilt the head back, arms back. Feel your shoulder blades pressed together on the back side. Point your chin upward. Get a nice stretch here in the chest. Lift in the heart. Exhale, bring your elbows together, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, open up. Good. Any tension in the neck and the shoulders, let it go. When we practice Shirsasana or Shishulasana, there may be some strain in the neck. So be mindful of how the neck feels, trying not to strain yourself in any way. Coming into the postures easefully, coming out of the postures just as slowly. One more time, bring your elbows in, take them back. Good. We come to downward facing dog. Now we do variations in our warrior poses. Bring yourself into a tabletop, downward facing dog. Look out at your hands. Step your right foot forward. Bringing your foot close to your hands. Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your arms up. Lifting the arms up alongside your ears. Your right knee 90-degree bend. Your left leg stretched straight behind you. Warrior 1. Strengthen this posture. Sthira, Sukha, Asanam. Remind yourself the strength and effort you place into the posture And then the easefulness of the posture. Open the arms, open the hips. Look out towards your right hand. Keep your legs just as they are. Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Keep your arms strong, wrists, elbows. Look towards that right hand, straight ahead. And now taking a new perspective. If things go awry, Pratipaksha Bhavanam, reverse warrior. Take your right hand up above your head. Let the left hand slide down the back leg. Look up towards your palm of your hand. Lean back slightly. Sink into your hips. Fold here. Viparita Virabhadrasana. And yet another perspective. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers here. Come forward, bowing down here. Humble warrior. Your right shoulder comes close to the right knee. Chin comes to your chest and the crown of the head points to the earth. Lift your arms off the back side, get a nice stretch in the back. Baddha Virabhadrasana, humble warrior. Relax your hands, release them. Place one hand on either side of the right foot. Now we come to a balance. Everything in life we want to balance, but we take it at the level of comfort. Take it easy, slowly, steady. Find your focal point, drishti. Go ahead and shift yourself forward and backward, preparing that front leg to support the body for this balanced posture. Virabhadrasana 3. Come forward. Weight is in the front leg. Take your time and lift the left leg up. Bring the left leg as parallel to the ground as you can. Keep your hands on the ground as long as you need. Just observe the sensation of the legs. And you can even lift the leg up really high, come into a standing split. Another inversion posture. Left leg lifted high. And then back 2 levels, so it's parallel to the ground. If you'd like to balance, warrior 3, hold for a couple of breaths. And then slowly, in control, bring your feet back together. Stand tall. Tadasana. Same movement on the other side. Step your right foot back. Here in warrior poses, our feet are pointing in the opposite directions. So the front toes pointing to the short side of your mat, the back toes to the long side. Warrior 1, hips closed, shoulders closed, facing forward, arms lifted alongside our ears. Hold steady and strong. Sthira, Sukha, Asanam. All your postures. With effort, find stability. And then find ease. Open the arms, warrior 2. Looking towards your left hand. Tighten the fingers, the wrists, tighten the elbows, upper arms. Look forward towards that left hand. Observe your breath. Now we reverse. Think of this new sutra today. Vitarka Badane Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Cultivating positive feelings whenever anything negative arises. Right hand, slide it down the back leg. Left hand, lift it, palms facing you, and look up to the palm of the hand, chin pointing upwards. Reverse warrior. Viparita Virabhadrasana. Left hand, take it behind you. Interlace your fingers on the back side. Roll your shoulders back. Turn your hips and shoulders towards the top of the mat. Come down slowly, flattening the back. Your left shoulder coming close to your left knee. Relaxing the head, the neck. Bring your chin close to your chest. Lift the arms off the back side. Baddha Virabhadrasana, humble warrior. We bow down to the great sage Patanjali, who gives us these Short statements of truth to help guide us, cultivate positivity in our life. Release the hands, frame the left foot. Shift your body forward and back a few times, preparing now that left leg for the balance of warrior 3. Whenever you're ready, bring the weight forward, press into your left foot, and let the right foot float up slowly. Find your focal point, look out in front of you. Point the toes back, keep the heel lifted. And to deepen this stretch, you can even come into a standing split. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanati. One leg lifted, forward fold. An inversion gives us a new perspective, allows us to see things in a different light. Right leg lifted a little higher, and then bring it back to the level of your hip. Leg is parallel to the ground. Take a balance if you feel comfortable. Bringing your hands to the heart or back alongside your legs. Warrior 3. Hold steady, find balance and ease. And whenever you're ready, bring your feet together. Come down slowly, bending the knees. Take your time, come back onto the mat. Sukha Asana. Cross at the ankles. Bring your hands behind your back, holding onto the right wrist with your left hand. Yoga Mudra. We seal in the benefits of the practice today. Reminding ourselves, Vitarka Badane Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Allow us to change our thoughts. If anything negative arises, think of the opposite. Bring positivity into our mind. Om Shanti. 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 Please come up slowly. Rest your hands on your knees, Gyan Mudra. Sit up nice and tall, eyes softly closed. Bring attention to the center of your eyebrows, Agna Chakra. Allow the mind to quieten, taking a few moments, Dhyanam.